30.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate,
Okay.
sink rate,
200.
sink rate.
Perfect so far.
100.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? PoodsterGaming here, and today we're back in X-Plane 10 doing another landing challenge. Now, before I get right into this challenge, I do have to say I am deeply sorry for not posting an X-Plane 10 video in about a month and a half. Let me explain myself. For the first 2 weeks, I was trying to find a good scenery. I finally found it. It's not the most beautiful scenery in the whole world. It's actually an FSX scenery. I had to convert it from FSX to X-Plane 10, which, as you can tell, does not go perfectly. I mean, it's perfect around the airport, but once you get around there, it does not match. I mean, they're two different games, so it's expected. But now we have the big hump and the big hill, and that's what we need, and that's what's most famous about St. Barts. Now, though, I spent 2 weeks doing this, and then the next 2 weeks, or 3, were exam weeks. I just finished them. Hopefully I passed. We'll see. But they're all finished now, and I did not really record or play anything during those exam weeks, mainly because I need to pass those exams. That was it. So hopefully you guys understand why. But it's Christmas break, and tomorrow's Christmas, so happy early, that doesn't even make sense. Merry Christmas, everybody, and hopefully you guys have a great new year. And hopefully you guys get what you get as presents. Let me know in the comments below what you guys get. I'm really interested in, to hear. It'd be really, really cool. So today, we're in X-Plane 10. As you can tell, down there in a small little dot, you can see my airplane. Now, this is St. Barts, as you guys know, the St. Martin way over there. St. Barts is a very tropical-ish. It's like in the Caribbean area, tropical island, and it is very famous for its airport. We'll see a nice close-up when we get there, but as you can tell, there's a big hump right before the airport. And a lot of pilots have issues with it, and it takes a lot of time to practice this. So we're going to try it out. I haven't played this game in about 3-4 weeks, so I'm going to be very rusty, and hopefully it'll be very entertaining. So let's get right into it. This is the Cessna 208B. Here it is right here in the Cessna Caravan. It's a wonderful airplane, really awesome, holds a lot of people. Really awesome. Anyways, let's get right into it, unpause this game, and let's see if we can actually land this aircraft. So to our little left is we have the hump. Now we have to make sure we go slow enough before the hump happens, because we have to dive pretty quickly, touch the wheels on the ground, and stop it before we hit the beach. If you want to have some good laughs, go on YouTube, type in St. Bart's landing fails, and you will see a couple of them where people actually run into the beach. No one dies. Everyone's okay. It's just a little funny how it happens. Now also as well, St. Bart's is kind of a little sneaky. If you don't know exactly where it is and you're flying at this altitude, you're not going to know where to turn. Luckily, I looked around the airport, of course, and checked the airport is right behind that hump. So what we got to do is make sure that we don't go to stalling speed. If I zoom in my speedometer here, not my speedometer. My airspeed, it's about 80 knots, but it's very windy today. There's the airport. 1 notch of flaps. I overshot already. Not a good start. It's very windy today. A little turbulence, as you can tell. The airspeed was jumping back and forth, which, you know, signifies lots of gusts. So hopefully it won't be too bad. The wind doesn't seem too terrible. Only time will tell, right? Okay, so full flaps now. Right now, you can start seeing the scenery being a little awkward. On the left side, you'll see some houses floating in midair. We're not in Hogwarts, and we're not in Star Wars, so don't ask me how that's possible. Okay, so I'm going to shut off the engines now. This plane does have reverse thrusters, that's one key reason why I chose it. We're over the hump. We're going to push our... Whoa, God, no, bit wind shear. That is not good. Let's just... Oh, no. Shit. Brakes on. Full brakes. Stop. Okay. That was beyond terrible. We're doing that again. Alright everybody, we're on our second try now. Hopefully this is the key. And by the way, leave a comment down below as to how many tries it's going to take me to do a good landing. Meaning not doing some crazy wonky turns like I showed you last time. Now one thing you may have noticed, and I do notice, about this plane is the nose seems to ride a little bit high. As you see, we're descending a little bit. Let me pull up so we can level out for a quick second. Now, it may look like we're riding, but it's not really riding. It's just the way the plane is made. So we're a little bit more on track now with the runway. We're going to put full flaps now. Just slow ourselves down a little bit more. Plane starts dropping. We have wind from our right, I presume. I did not check the meter before this, but that's what it feels like right now as my plane wants to point its nose to the right side. Alright, so as we get around this hill, point down. That was, I think... Oh, shit! No! Ladies and gentlemen, I'm sorry, but I have killed you. I have killed you. At least this time it's more accurate. Right? Come on now, on final. Looking a little fast, but we should be able to slow down just before we hit the little hill area. A little bit more speed just to get above. There we go. Small little boost, and you'll need it a little bit. And yeah, here comes that wind. And then now we push our nose down. Try to keep it good. Now flare, flare, flare. Oh, I flared a little too high. We're down. Reverse thrusters. Have some brakes. And we are down. So I think that felt okay. Let's review the replay and see if it's good or not. Alright everybody, let's do the replay here. This is a view from the runway, as you can tell. So let's see if I can follow this carefully. The plane's going right over the hill. Great view. Those people are having wonderful view with their wonderful cameras. Follow the hill, and that's perfect. The hill's like a glide slope. Too steep. You hit the ground too hard. And too shallow. Hit the end of the runway. Pretty good landing. Just a little off, as you can tell. We're sliding a little bit to the left, but that's okay. That's not too bad of a problem. And that is the full landing. Alright, let's try one more view here. This view is one of probably the coolest views that you would like if you visit St. Barts. Right on the road. Just like the YouTube clips. Oh, that's actually really, really cool. I floated a little too long, but it's a good touchdown. And we stopped in time. Alrighty guys, if you guessed 3 times for me, round of applause. And now, we're moving on to the wonderful and the sexy 747. Alright everybody, you guys guessed it. We're back here in the 747. Wonderful little aircraft. I mean, huge aircraft. And we're going to try to land this thing on St. Bart's runway. Now, if I'm not mistaken, I think the landing gear of the 747 is wider than the St. Bart's runway itself. So this is going to be a little interesting, I think. But just before we go, let me show you the aircraft itself. Lufthansa, I don't know why Lufthansa would be flying here. Makes no sense. But this is actually a new 747. This is the 747-8. So it's a much more advanced one. So we have the GE90s on the side here. Wonderful engines. Very modern, very new. And we're going to see if we can land this thing. I don't think so. But it's always worth a try. Remember what Yoda quotes. Oh shit, I forgot what he quoted. Something with trying and doing at the same time. Alright, meaning do it. Shia LaBeouf it, okay? So go full flaps. Landing gear is down and locked. And we're just gonna... I think that's auto brake, so let's put that thing to like maximum. Yeah, there we go. We're gonna need all the brakes we need. Slow down. Now we have to make it over the hill first, so we don't want to stall, which is kind of what's going to happen soon. So let's get a little bit more power here. And we're going a little bit to the left. There we go. Keep it at 140 knots. Landing's about 135 knots, so keep it at 135. If we don't...
500.
There we go, 500. Oh, losing the control. Okay, we're going to turn... Engine, keep the engines going. It's a little under 130.
Sink rate, sink rate, sink rate,
okay.
Sink rate,
200.
sink rate.
Perfect so far.
100. 50, 30, 20.
Oh no! Oh shit! Everything is deploy. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome aboard to St. Barts. Today we're just having a nice aqua swim. Don't worry, this airplane is meant for multiple things.
Bank angle.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to St. Barts. This aircraft was meant to go off-road and on the water. So please be careful when you exit the aircraft. It's a little damaged. And there's a hospital about 2 minutes away from the airport. So if I were you, I would head there. And please, enjoy your stay in the beautiful St. Barts. Alright everybody, here's the replay here, right on the runway, just like last time. And as you can tell, it's a ginormous 747 coming for our way. Hey, it didn't hit anybody, I don't think. No, hit nobody. It was a massive bounce. And not bad the second time though, not bad. The reverse thrusters go on. And, ooh, yeah, don't worry, it's aqua. It's an aqua plane. Yeah, that was interesting. That's a little interesting. Okay. Alright, we got a little plane coming on in. Looks really slow, but yeah, it's because it's a big airplane. Dude, we didn't hit anything. Maybe that one tree. And touchdown. Just a little hard. I think maybe a broken landing gear or something like that. Then we hit the runway, and then the water. We turned to Aquaman, and that was just a wonderful flight. Actually, that was a perfect landing. Yep, perfect landing. All right, everybody, we're here in the ASK-21 glider. This is just a sneak peek as to what's going to happen in the next couple of videos, or a few videos of X-Plane 10. We are flying actually over London, and if I look to my right, there is Heathrow Airport. If I look to my left, farmland and towns. And if you're wondering, it looks really accurate. And yes, this is actually photoreal scenery with 3D autogen based on data in real life. So if you do live in London, and if you do live in Heathrow, or you don't live in Heathrow, that's the airport. But if you live in London and you've driven by Heathrow a few times, or you've flown above Heathrow a few times, you would recognize these areas. That's an actual golf course. That's an actual little pond. These are real not figurines, but real landmarks, real things, houses, and everything. So anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. St. Barts was a blast to get. I'm sorry for the delay again, and I'll catch you guys next time, hopefully in another landing challenge. See ya.